Alright boys, welcome back. We are on my main character now. This is the, seventh video? I've lost count. I figure save the best for last. This is a character that I hold near and dear to my heart and wish nobody knew the ante for. No, just kidding. Cervantes is a strange matchup because he is a Tekken character masquerading as a Soulcalibur character. Very risk mitigation focus, guard damage, good frames, likes to play from range, likes to move. He strangely has a very good sidestep in a lot of circumstances. But we're gonna go through a few of his strings or situations that are fake or people can treat a little bit better. So first of all, I do want to go over this low. It's K2 and it's -2 on a hit, but it leaves the opponent in kind of a weird situation where they could 2A me out of anything, but I could jump attack or GI. And Serv's GI game is bar none probably the best in the game. He has 2 lethal hit options. One of them is safe to reversal edge, so you can't even reversal edge. Both lead to incredible damage. So it puts you into a little bit of a weird situation where a lot of people are too scared to press buttons here. But definitely just realize that he's -2, so it is your turn there. Otherwise, it's -14 on block, so you can get a pretty standard punish on it. After that, I want to talk about A6, just for the specific reason of it's not punishable and there's really no ante against it. But Serbs like to use this at range 2 specifically. Like a nice, yeah, range 2 I would say. When this gets blocked at range 2, he basically gets a free backdash against most characters. And he can just gear up whatever whiff punisher he wants, you know. So, for example, I'm gonna put myself here. Backdash Igder. Well, let's try to do something with a little bit more. Yeah, that's one that serves longest range things too. So, it's kind of on you to realize that this is being set up for you. And the serve doesn't have to do the IGDR. He visually whiff punishes you with it. So it's on you to not do anything too overcommittal. And if you do want to press buttons after at that range, you need to do something like an Igder or a CE or something that's going to stop him from backstepping there. And that kind of goes into a nice little weird frame mix-up where now we can do A6 into A6. And, you know, it's a great move. It's probably Cervantes' best move, his centerpiece. It's catch a step, it's fast at 18 frames. It's technically mid since the second hit is mid. Now I'm going to go into why he's a Soulcalibur character masquerading as a Tekken character. So, his AA, first of all, it's safe to reversal edge. It's +6 on a hit, and it's 12 frames. So this is basically like a Tekken 1-1 in Soulcalibur form. Great frames, very low commitment on it, and the +6 is exactly where Cervantes wants to be, because his 2A plus B basically fucks over anything in those situations. So just to show it, I think I have to 2A plus B here to not get fucked. No, even that. I don't know why that didn't lethal hit. Let's try AA. Yeah. Since it pushes out a little bit, it's probably character specific, but +6 makes that 18 frame move come out for 12 frames. And it's either going to clash with your 2A or it's going to lethal hit you. So you really can't be pressing buttons there at +6. Anytime serves +6. And the sad part is that this also is pretty hard to step. So, like, Cervantes and others have to, like, really make a genuine attempt to step. And that he can just start doing this instead to catch step. Granted, you can definitely just step block, but it all comes down to the mix-up. +6 is Serve's playground, and you really can't be fucking around with him. The next move is he has a down forward 1 from Tekken. It's his 3K. It's 14 frames and another +6 on hit situation. It's only -4 on block, +6 on hit, which is the closest I've ever seen a down forward 1 come into Tekken. So let's try it again. Let's try to... Oh, it's +4 on hit. Wait, did they nerf? Oh, I'm blocking it. I thought they nerfed it. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, so 2A gets fucked still. Serves playground here. You can't fuck with him on that one. And I mean, this lethal hit does good damage. Real good damage. He also gets a gunshot from it, so... We have a Tekken 1-1 and a down forward 1 on a Soulcalibur character. And he basically just harasses people with it. And then he connects it with his A6, which is also safe, catches step, very fast. That's basically the entire character condensed right there. Those 3 moves. But you can't really anti any of those, but I at least want to make you aware of the situations. I think A6 is also +6 on hit. Let's test. Yeah, it's at least +6. So all of these moves +6. And he's gonna enforce his frames. 2A plus B is a bitch. It kind of catches if you don't step right. You have to make a real concerted sidewalk to stop it, and then that opens up his other move, A6 again. So he can just keep routing it into each other. Not to mention in the Soul Charge when he starts getting A6B. We'll get into that later. So with those 3 moves, that's at least we're understanding that Serve is a different form of Soulcalibur. He's Soulcalibur with a focus on hit confirms and spacing and not pressing buttons. He basically keeps his frames, keeps fucking you up. So okay, now let's get into some of the more frustrating strings about him that do have anti, kind of. This is a very popular one. This is just a full launcher if you don't block that last hit. So let's say I get hit by this and he does the last hit. Sure, I can punish, right? No, of course not. Of course not. This is safe and does a decent amount of guard damage. I think like 4% or something. The only way you can anti this is to not get hit by those first 2 strings. Those first 2 hits. And then you gotta step. Or reversal edge. Yeah. Oh, reversal edge doesn't work. GI. You can AGI. But step is gonna be your launch. But he doesn't have to do that last hit. He can just do that. So it's kind of up to Serve. It isn't good on hit if he ends it here. So it's not his turn. He just gets the damage. But he gets the mental frame advantage because this is always a thing. And he can... I mean, it's a real combo. 73 is no joke, so... Definitely at least know that you can step the last hit if you block the first 2, but it's always just it's a mental mind game there. 6-6B is better than it has been in previous seasons right now. It's still punishable like the old days at -14. Yeah, this is 14 frames, so you definitely need to punish it with something that's long range though, because it has push out, as you see. This becomes really big at the wall because this wall splats for crazy damage. Like, it's 56 by itself, and then once it wall splats, like, people are dying. Oh, good old forest stage. Actually, I don't even think that's the right combo. I don't. Actually, I've never really labbed this combo. Do I have to 6BB? Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying combos right now. Oh god, I hate forest. That should have wall splat. Anyways, so this is minus 14. Definitely punish with something long-reaching. If you're like a Greek, stab it. That's the classic in all games. This is stab punishable. The next one I'm gonna go over is this situation. This move kind of looks like K2, but it's 1-1K, and I'm doing it from like a buffered run because you have to do it 1-1K, which is a down backside step. This is +4 on hit, so it's serves turn still. It's not often you find a low that's +4 in this game. So essentially you're gonna kind of have to reverse engineer that mix up like a normal one, you know. Serve's gonna maybe 2A after it, maybe he's gonna wall standing K. You can even wall standing B because this move is actually incredibly good and quite safe at minus 12. I think it might be even minus 10. Does good guard damage, but we'll get into that. So if he does his wall standing B, that is 18 frames. So +4, you have to do a 14 frame move to stop that. I'll show that here. So I'll clash if I do a 14 frame. See? If I do AA or 2A, I'll interrupt him. Whereas if you do this into while standing A, which is much more punishable, that will... Oh, it's the same. Is it 18-2? Yeah, it's 18-2. So essentially, it comes down to while standing K is basically a hold that situation. You're going to have to probably step. I don't know offhand. I'm just going to try. No, you can't even step. It's kind of his turn. You got a GI. Yeah. You're going to have to GI this or any button. Reversal edge. This is safe now as well in Season 2. It's a 12 frame while standing attack. Super good. Let's pick a move that's really just memey and we all need to stop. This move. This is just straight fuzzyable. It's always been fuzzyable in every Soulcalibur, and I still see it work occasionally. So you see how slow that second hit is? It's even slower than it was in any previous game. You'll start out by ducking both, and then when the second one doesn't come, you just stand. You even have enough time to stand and then step. Like, I'll show you. So I'm going to... Well, I'm probably not reacting to that second hit. So... Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that took my brain so long. There we go. It's because you have to crouch block the first hit, and then you have to step, which is fucking my brain up a little bit. But there's no reason for you to even worry. You're basically... The serve is only going to want to do this, and that is... You can block the second on hit. So, as you see. And then, I don't know, it's minus 14. I haven't seen this move in so long. Serve doesn't have a 14 frame while standing move, so I can't show you that. Yeah, so not good move. Not a good move at all. What are some other things that Serve likes to do? Oh, of course, B plus K. This move is hell on wheels. It's because he's a Tekken character. This move is +2 on block. So you block it and you're like, alright, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. Oh no, I clashed. And the clash is extra bad if Serve has a bar of meter, because he can do, and then confirm it into C when it clashes. So I'm 2Aing there. I'm guarding this whole time, and that's guaranteed. So B plus K is +2, and he has a down forward 1, and he has a 1-1 from Tekken. It's very interesting mix up here. So what can I 2A this? This trait. That's bad news. Can I do anything to 2A? Let's see. Oh no, I'm fucked. So this already does a lot of guard damage. It GIs, AGIs. Fuck, I don't even remember. I think it's horizontals. I don't see it often actually AGI anything. Yeah, it's mid and high horizontals. That's what it is. So if you're like, you know, you can AA into B plus K even, and if they're getting a little mouthy, their 2A gets fucked up. So with the +2 on hit, or +2 on block, you just have to kind of maybe GI, you know, sometimes you can 2A, but it's really in Serv's favor on block. Especially since he has things that clash with 2A or straight win. Going into the next thing I wanted to go over, it would be... This move's pretty much safe now. It's -10, so you're gonna have to be Amy or Raph or as well, those people. And even then, there is a meme to it. Yeah, I guess I could go over this meme. A lot of people are like, oh man, let me mash buttons. Oh, I got fucked up. If he's doing that, just do a forward, like a long range move. Whatever it is, I don't know. I could probably ignore him even. Yeah. So don't let him get away with that meme. This is 668 into dread charge B. Even if you block that, that's super unsafe. It's -16 at least. So yeah, don't let him get away with that. I guess I could get into Igdur. Igdur is -infinity on block. But the thing about it is he can kind of tip block it occasionally and it'll make it like reasonably safe. It won't be safe, but it'll be sometimes he'll go over you. It's very weird. Hopefully they fixed the hitbox on it, but it used to go behind people and put them back turned. But don't worry about that. Essentially just always 3B. There's no mix. It's so punishable. As the serve player, your job is to whiff punish with this exclusively. Another thing is this move has been made a little better. It's -4 in this season and it does a fuckload of guard damage. And of course it leads to a full combo on hit, but oh man, I got it. Great move. It also like kind of tracks a little bit depending on how you do it, but it's pretty linear and slow, so kind of step blocks work fine against it. Serve sets it up a lot of times when he has the opponent knocked down, and it's kind of a holdback because it also hits grounded. I guess since I'm in Soul Charge, I can also show you this. This has a second hit in Soul Charge. So all you do is you block the first, and then you step the second. Because the second's a guard break. I think you can even interrupt it with maybe 14 frames. Let's see. Well, it's pretty interruptible. Ooh. Oh, the problem is it puts you in full crouch. Yeah, so you're gonna need like a fast, yeah, 18 frame while standing interrupts it anyways. So it's pretty memey. Step or interrupt, it doesn't matter. The problem is he doesn't have to do that. And if you're doing an 18 frame move after this, and he doesn't do the second hit, serve like kind of can creatively take frames back, but that kind of irrelevant. Let's see what else we got. This is 16 frames and it's +2 on hit now. Even on counter hit, it's even better. I think it's like +10 on counter hit now. They made it way better in this season. Yeah, full crouch. And I mean, he can set this up for counter hits pretty well, especially since, you know, this is +6. So even against Amy and all of them, this is gonna counter hit. And they're full crouch, they're completely fucked. And then you get lethal hit, you know. It's safe on block at -6? I'm gonna say -6, maybe -8. They made it better in this season, so I'm not sure of the frames. Super good move though. It's linear, but it's kind of hard to whiff punish. Try to show that really quick. So one of those realigning moves since it's 6-6. It's probably easier to step this way. Yeah. So probably step right against this move if you have a call out for it. I should mention that this combo at the end of it, no, not that combo. If he did like something like this, after the gunshots, this B plus K is a force block. If you stay on the ground, it hits you on the ground. If you tech, it will follow all techs and you have to block it. And that's the move that's +2. So you always have to remember that this is +2 and don't get fucked up by it. Next move. This is just a bad move. It's -16 on guard if you don't charge it. If you charge it and get their side, it lethal hits, but the combo is pretty hard if you want to do like the really hard one. There's like basically Brian's taunt jet upper from this, where this you can get this to launch the IGDR, but the frames are so hard. Yeah, don't worry about this. It's not a good move in general. Damn, they got me in the combo vortex. Oh, I got it. That's like a 1 frame link. It's tight. Don't worry about that move for sure. This move is... Nah, I won't even go over it. It used to be really good in Season 1. Actually, the launch version of the game. Because it AGIs lethal hits 2As. But now it's -10 on block, so I won't even go over it. This is unsafe. I don't use it very often, but I think it's -14 if I remember right. Yeah, at least -14. It's not very good. His other new move he got in Season 2 is this, which gives him gunshots. He doesn't get anything off of it. He's in that cooldown the whole time, but it's a great whiff punisher if you can see. If he doesn't trust IGDR, he can do that instead now. That's safe on block, that's -8. And now he's got the old gunshots, boys. So his gunshot is 9. He needs 9 gunshots, and once he gets those, he's set up for the rest of the match to do a lethal hit from this. This is the old Lincoln standby. You do AA, oh, the backstep, and now you're fucked up. You're hella pissed. Oh my god, I'm just dead. This is hella punishable, hella steppable on reaction. Just fuck it up. It's a bad move. I love it though. I guess we could go into Dread Charge a little bit. His lethal, or his A plus B is really good now. It used to be like super good. But he doesn't have to go into Dread Charge anymore. And it's pretty good frames on a block. Let me check this one, because it was changed in Season 2. It's technically +3. That's very weird, because it's usually even frames in Soulcalibur. It's +3, and then if he goes into Dread Charge, it's -5. You kind of have to decide whether or not he's going into Dread Charge. Then at -5, you know, it's not very good at -5, I'll say that. But with he kind of doesn't want to go into Dread Charge from this. He's going to use it like this. But just know that he can, and this is hard to stop. Because this is, I don't know, probably 16 frames from... No, it's 12 frames. Okay. But you're still going to interrupt everything with AAs and you know, 14 framers. So he's not at plus from this. That's what you gotta realize. Let's see here. This is just teleport bullshit. I guess I will say, let's see here. This bullshit is like a plus million on block. It's a plus million on block and does like 50% guard damage or something. Let's set him to block. That's a new thing. I don't even know how it works. 50% guard damage, as you can see. It's very janky. He has to do it from Dread Charge, and then he has to press up B and then B. He can also do up B A, and that catches step. And it lethal hits if he catches step with it, but this hitbox is so bad on it, so I would always recommend stepping. This will hit step occasionally because it's also a janky hitbox, but Serv's rarely ever going to use this trash move. He's more likely to use this trash move, which lethal hits just in general if you don't block. I think that's the thing. I don't remember the lethal hit for it, but that's a low. He's going to do that in the open a lot of the time. This is the closest to Mimi Serv gets, is when he is in Soul Charge and he wants to just break your guard fucking instantly. But the thing is if he breaks your guard in that, he doesn't get a very good combo, so he's kind of got to work a little bit harder. We're almost near Soul Charge, I think. That's more teleporting around. Gotta go over this a little bit. This is an unbreakable throw. So you have to duck at the wall. And if you duck at the wall, it's kind of fucked up because he's got great mids to put you into the wall. And you're losing like 110 damage, probably minimum. Well, not if you get the throw, but if you eat a mid, you're taking 100 damage. Yeah, I think that brings us to the Soul Charge. This is actually a new version of the throw in Season 2. He has this in Soul Charge. So like Zoslimel, he has access to Astaroth level throw mix. 68 and 70 damage. Super good. Super good. And both are different breaks, as you can see on the screen. It's let's see here. This is back break and this is neutral break. He only had this throw in Soul Charge for the longest time. And for gauge attacks, this is just like a standard one. You step after the second hit. You don't have to deal with this at all. That's a complete meme. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this that weird thing where I teleport behind them? Yeah. This is a complete meme. Actually, like, maybe a useless move. Step after the 3B when he's in Soul Charge. No reason to take that. That's 21% guard damage. This is new. It may be slow, but it's a really good move actually. This is basically a Soulcalibur V for Be Brave Edge, but it's much slower. To make up for that fact, it's a guard crush now. This is a seeable low. So don't let Serv get away with this shit in Soul Charge. He can't do, I don't think he can do anything but the second hit on block. Let's check that. Yeah. He's forced to do just the second hit, so you can punish pretty easily. I don't know, let's set him to AA. Oh, so the second hit's high, so you can just fuck him up if you block the K. No worries. So after that meme move that doesn't work. Oh, this is another just straight useless move. It can get you out of the corner, but it's still punishable. Its hitbox is weird. A lot of times if you just did this, it would be better. So you're not going to see that a lot of the time. We went over that. This is that teleport shit I was talking to you about. Oh, I went over this already. This changes his combos. It's not for anything else. And that's it. He doesn't have a very good soul attack. It doesn't have good range. The only thing else I'll go over is that his CE is incredibly long range. I probably won't hit from there, but from here it'll definitely hit. It's basically from where a little bit further than where IGDR hits. And it's 16 frames, so a lot of Cervantes just save their meter for 16 frame punishes and whiff punishes. Like a Tekken character. But yeah, that's really it. It's kind of hard to anti-Cervantes because he plays a different style of Soulcalibur. He plays a very safe, whiff punish oriented caliber instead of buttons caliber or strings caliber, like most characters in 6. So a lot of times it's just understanding when you can and can't press buttons. So check your frame data, learn when you can and can't press buttons. And that's it, folks. All right, have a good one.